Well, welcome back to Scouting for History. You know, this property we have up here in Maine, about half of it looks like this. All overgrown with shrubs and bushes and things like that. And it's looked like that for probably 50 years. Now this little section here, about a year or two ago, we had it all ripped out, all the shrubs ripped out, and some fill dirt brought in to level it and put in grass all the way out to the town road. Now, I've never detected in this section before, probably just a lot of trash, but you never know. So today, since I don't have a new permission, I'm going to detect here. And the first signal of the day is a flat piece of lead. On to the next. And just the third target of the day is a pretty deep coin. And this one, I believe, get my sunglasses off. Hey, at least it's a wheat penny. That's a good sign. If there's a wheat penny in here, there might be a silver. Looks like a pretty old one, 1914, 15, 16. I'm just guessing. On to the next. And now an old square nail. So there is some old stuff here. Let's see what else there is. Now there's a beautiful 90 signal in here. Oh, and it's another penny. And this one's a memorial. It's a copper memorial, but it's a memorial penny. Hey, I had my hopes up. That sounded really good. On we go. Well, it rang real high and it sounded big. It is kind of big. It's an old water tap. Looks like it was cut off or something. I think it's lead. Yikes. That's not new. On we go. Well, this is my kind of signal. Nice, clear, high 80s, low 90s. Pop the plug. Didn't even have to hunt for it. And it's another copper memorial. Hoping for something a little older? Let's go. Well, ringing really low. And it's an Indian. Laws in game! Outstanding. Indian head cent. I thought for a minute I had a zinc penny. But that is an Indian. Outstanding. You never know what you're going to find. On we go. Well, I switched to the deep program. I found an old school ring pull here. It's old. I'm at least from the 80s. Maybe even earlier than that. But the deep program gives the XY screen and things that, when you see a line that slopes from the bottom left to the top right, it means it's probably a good target. This one came through as a good target. At least it's not iron. On we go. Now I switched to the hot program, and there's a small target here. It says it's good. Let's see what it is. And there it is. Well, it certainly looks like some kind of a coin. Might be a smashed penny. Not sure. Yeah, it's really irregularly shaped. I'm going with a railroad penny on that one. I'll clean up and see if I can't figure anything out. On we go. Well, I'm not sure what it was. It was very decorative, whatever it was. Flat on the back. Looks like it has some connections. And beveled. Not sure. But whatever it is, I broke it. Oh well. On to the next. Apparently that sloping line from left to right just means it's not ferrous. It doesn't mean it's a good target. And there's a aluminum drink can, not that old. It's got the newer style pull tab on it. On to the next. I had my hopes up for a nice clear signal, and it's just part of a door jamb, a bolt and a lock. Oh well. On to the next. Well, I've gone through this fill dirt section back and forth and up and down. Tried a couple different programs. I found that Indian head penny and some other pennies, and just some trash, whole bunch of trash. But I'm going to head back to the real thick iron patch and see if I can't squeak out another find there or two. Let's go. Unexpected. There's the top to an oil lamp. It's probably very thin brass, but the wick would have gone through here. Very crude one. It still has some string in it to seal it up. Very cool. On to the next. Well, I knew it sounded big, but I dug it anyway, and it's a spoon. Looks like it's silver plated. Not sure how old it is, no engraving on it or anything, but yeah, I'll take a look at it. Awesome. Outstanding. On to the next. And now a mystery object. No idea what that is. Anybody knows? Put a comment down below. I think this is iron, but this in the center is brass or bronze or something like that. Interesting. On we go. Oh, and while I'm at it, in my last video I showed how iron can mask a target. And one thing I forgot to say is, I hear so many people say, if you get a good signal and you turn on it and it disappears, or the sound changes, that it's just trash, move on. But the demonstration I did the other day, that should show not always. Just because you turn on it and it goes away, or you turn on it and it sounds different, doesn't mean it's a bad target. It might be something that's masked by iron. So in my case, I dig it all. If I get a good signal of any kind, I just dig it. On to the next. An awful and bouncy signal turns out to be a pocket knife. All the insides are rusted. Ooh, there's the blade. One of the blades. Or is that the scale? Oh, I think that's a scale. It's shaped like a blade. But the frame of it, of course, is brass, but all the knives and things are iron. So it's all rusted away. But hey, the day has picked that out. Awesome. I'm starting to like this thing. Let's go. Well, that's going to do it for today's adventure. Not too bad. A lot of fun. But hoped I'd find some more old stuff, but a couple of good things. So don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Come along on the next one. We'll see you then.